So, charges and pension plans, one of the kind of big things that people always want to ask about, but actually, believe it or not, some people are afraid to ask a financial advisor, how do you get paid, what are the charges? Today we're going to talk about the charging structures around pension plans that are out there. The industry is a bit weird in this. I will say that the charges are sometimes disguised. You'd have to be broken down and shown the charges to understand what they are. And that is a shame for the industry, but it's something that we do with all of our clients before they enter, whether it's a pension contract or investment contract or anything like that. So let's stick to pensions for the time being. In pensions, the biggest charge, and the one I hate the most, is what's called an allocation charge. So allocation charge is basically the amount you're charged on the way into a pension. And this is how it goes. You've got a 98% allocation. That means you're being charged 2% on the way in. That means only 9% of your money's getting invested, which is a 2% charge. Like it or lump it, that's what it is. Sometimes you see these allocation charges being 95%, which means you've lost 5% on the way in, which is a disaster altogether. So here at askpaul, we try where possible to give everybody 100% allocation. It means there's no charges on the way in the door. Now, it depends on the contract and the fund you're looking for and your age and a few different matters of fact, but generally speaking, the majority of our clients get 100% on the way in, and we're very, very proud of that, especially when you're trying to invest your pension and make the most amount of money over the long term. There's no point having a ridiculous charge on the way in. The next charge, this is one that most people do be aware about, is called an annual management charge or a fund management charge, abbreviated to AMC or FMC. That generally will range between 0.5 and about 2% in some circumstances, depending on the type of contract you're in and depending on the type of fund you're going for. Sometimes people ditch the high ones. Generally not the right frame of mind to think about it, because sometimes those high ones will be specialist funds and they will have really, really good returns over the long term. So you'd have to analyse those. Again, that's something we do with all our clients. We sit down, we show them the full range of charges on the annual management charge, and we try and pick a fund that's kind of middle of the road in relation to charges, but would have a really good return. That's the second charge. The next charge you're going to have to consider is exit penalties. And exit penalties are sometimes put on contracts, especially lump sum contracts. So if you move one pension to the next pension, you sometimes have exit penalties over the first 5 years, which means if you move from that life company to another life company or that fund, another fund, you may incur an exit penalty charge. They generally go from year 1 being 5% down to year 5 being 1%. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's how they work over the 5 years. Again, not all contracts have exit penalties. It depends on how your advisor getting paid and depends on what term your contract is too, but just be aware of it. And then the last charge we're talking about is a policy fee. These are a real kicker. So some companies, a really progressive company, Aviva, have moved to get rid of all their policy fees on their plans recently, and we really like those contracts because of that. So again, a policy fee could be €4, could be €7, €6 a month. But again, if you're only paying in 100 or 200 quid a month, it can be a few percent on top of the allocation charge and on top of the management charge is when you start to get a bit crucified when it comes to charges. So if you're thinking of getting a pension plan, please get in contact with askpaul. We'll take you through all this and make sure you're on the right charging structure that suits you, and more importantly, you understand what you're paying. If you have an existing pension contract, and I really genuinely do mean this, please get in contact with us ASAP, because these pension charges have completely changed in the industry over the last 5 or 10 years. So you need to make sure you're up to date and you have the best charging structure. You do not want to be paying too much money to your pension provider when you don't need to do so. So please get in contact with us and we can do a pension review on your contract and let you know what you're being charged and see can we beat the charging structure for you too, which I'd be quite confident we could do. Cheers, thanks for watching the video, and as always, any questions, hit me or the team up.